Hey gang, it's Rob. If you've ever been to the channel before, welcome back. If you've never been, hey, I'm Rob. Good to meet you. So, I want to have a quick discussion with my fellow entrepreneurs, my fellow business owners, and just my fellow salespeople. Believe it or not, man, you are in sales. You are in sales. No matter what your uh, job title is, no matter where you work at, no matter what you do, everything is sales, right? Um, if you're trying to figure out what you want to eat for dinner, right? Convincing your wife or your husband where to go, you selling it. Uh, Telling your kids that you shouldn't eat so much candy and to brush your teeth. That is sales, right? And I found that um, when it comes to true and traditional sales, right? The best time, the best time to make a sale is right after you've made a sale, right? So, I uh, just finished the day. Well, not the day, but I just wrapped up a couple sales calls, right? And I'm now after I get finished making this damn video, I'm gonna reach out to uh, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna reach out to um, prospects and reach out to people that have been on the fence about joining the things that I offer. And yeah, anyway, I found that the best time to make a sale is right after you made a sale. So I closed the sale, and then right after that, I had another call after that, right? And just after you make a sale, you get that dopamine hit. Your confidence is through the roof because it's like, okay, I did it. Now, it may be rough if you're just not starting off and you don't have any sales, because at least even if I have a slump or stuff isn't going, the way I wanted to, at least I have the evidence that, hey man, somebody bought this shit before, so somebody wants it. Um, so if you are in a sales slump, what I would recommend to do, for one, if you have a track record, if you've been doing it for a while, go back and see, okay, what the hell did I do? What is this? August. Let's say you had a good July. Go back and say, what the fuck was I doing in July? How many calls was I making? How many new people did I add to my network? How many people did I actually show this product to? And I know now we're in a more digital space, right? And what I found is that I got my digital marketing pumping, right? But I found that you have to go just as hard in the real physical world as you do on the internet. And I found that um, the connections that I made are a lot easier, and the sales that I made are a lot easier when it's either face to face and person to person, right? And because what I kind of use the digital piece for and the internet piece for is to build trust, for them to get a little bit of my backstory, that kind of shit, right? Um, and by the time they meet me, they somewhat feel like they know me, and then once they, rock out with me for a little while, they catch the vibe and see I'm not a weirdo or full of shit. So um, that's one thing I would do is you need to go just as damn excuse me. You need to go just as hard in the real world as you do on the internet. Uh, and I found that as far as networking, I think networking goes a lot better and further. You make better connections in person. Sending somebody a DM or a message, or them sending it's just, you make a connection, but it's different when you actually, can see the person's facial expressions, can actually see how that person is. Because the whole thing is on the internet, you can edit shit out, or you can, critique stuff, remove stuff to make stuff look different than what it is. Uh, but as far as sales go, if you have a product, right, um, sell it, right? If you're having problems selling, if you have a problem with what you're selling, you probably need to stop, because that's another thing that's going to be a hell of a hindrance. If you don't really believe in what you're selling, if you don't believe in what you're providing actually provides value to whoever you're trying to give it to, you have a rough time, man. A rough time. long time ago. Long time ago. Long time ago. I was about, shit, how old was I? 19, 20 years old, and I was a car salesman, right? And I was working at a Volkswagen dealership, and somehow, I was selling cars. And to be honest, I probably could have been the number one damn salesman up there, but I did not like Volkswagens. I did not want them shits. I didn't like them. I didn't understand why people was buying them. But I would come up there, smile, laugh, and joke. Be nice to the people, and they would buy the cars. But that fizzled out because one, I didn't like the fucking cars. Two, I didn't really like what I was doing. Like, I didn't like being a car salesman. I didn't like having to, when somebody come, I gotta, hey, you need any help? You need any help? You need any help? Like, I just didn't like it, But it was paying the bills, and I was making pretty good money. That's another thing. It's real cool if you're passionate about something. It's real cool if you like something, but if that's the only thing that's paying the bills, you gotta do what you gotta do. But once you get past that point, you'll be the most successful and you'll have the most benefit if you're selling something you believe in, right? Especially if you're a business owner. If you created the product, you definitely need to believe in the shit wholeheartedly for you to win. Because the things that I've created and the programs that I've created, I believe in them wholeheartedly. And it's like, if somebody doesn't, purchase it, if somebody doesn't enroll inside of a program, to me, it's like your loss, not mine. You'll be back, and I genuinely believe that because I've seen it happen time and time and time again. Now I've got to the point to where only thing that I'm really looking at is acquisition. Keep people coming in because I know once they see it, it's over with. They're gonna go ahead and rock with it because I put in the hard work up front. That's another thing. Don't expect instant gratification, right? So my company popped, after a couple months, just because I had years of education, I had years of experience, I had years of doing what I built for other people, right? So anyway, this video is supposed to be about sales, and as far as sales go, like I said, the best time to make a sale is right after you made a sale. And if you're in a sales slump, another thing, when it comes to a customer service and sales, you got to be like a machine. Your dog just died. You just got into a fight with your spouse. Your kids acting crazy. Your fucking lights about to get cut off. The mortgage company is like, hey man, we about to come get the house. When you're on these sales calls, when you're in front of these people, none of that matters, right? None of that matters. Go into the sale with a lot of confidence and don't be desperate. Don't be desperate. And then, like I said, if you've made a sale before, always lean back on that. Always lean back on that. Like, okay, I did this shit before. It's not impossible. And then, like I said, once you get that first sale, kind of start making, not a diary, or fuck it, a diary, or journal, start making my SOP, start making a playbook of, okay, when I said this, the customer said that. And then when I did this, they did that. So every sale kind of is, you're going to start noticing like, okay, this is the reason that they bought, right? And another thing is, if you are in a if you are in a sales slump, reach back out to the people that bought from you, right? And just get some information from them. Hey, I was wondering, do you know anybody that could, how would I say it? Do you know anybody that I could help in the same way that I helped you? And they like, okay, yeah, I got my cousin Jim, or I got, my auntie Jane, or some shit like that. Or if they say, I don't really know nobody, they say, hey, I'm just looking for a little bit of feedback. Why did you buy, the product from me? Was it the product? Was it me? Was it presentation? What would you say was the overall thing? Now, some people may say, oh, it was the cheapest thing, or some people may say, hey, you were a really good salesman, or some people may say it's just a product, or some people may say, hey, it didn't fucking matter. I was gonna buy it no matter who was selling it, right? Yeah, man, the best time to make a sale is when you've already made a sale. Go in there, be confident. Do not lie. Do not lie. That's the, what I'm saying. Make sure that you or a stand-up guy or girl. Make sure that you're selling something that you really believe in. And like I said, even if you are desperate, even if this is the sale that's gonna keep you from being fucking homeless, don't go in there with the air of desperation, because people can smell it, and nobody wants to buy anything from somebody that's desperate. The best way to really sell something is, like I said, is it kind of got to be like, that's another thing that kind of skyrocketed my sales. Actually, I'm gonna say that. Nah, fucking for what? Another thing that skyrocketed my sales was um, pretty much acting like, or making the customer sell themselves to me. Saying stuff like, "Hey," and it really is, because I know, what I offer. I want to make sure I get the best customers, and they're gonna get the best value and benefit from what I offer. So a lot of times I'll interview the customer and I'll ask them questions like, "Okay, let me see if you'd be a good fit. What do you think about this? What do you think about that?" And sometimes I do turn down customers. Um, so you kind of, like I said, you want to have a product or a service that's so good where they got to sell themselves to you. Other than that, man, I'm hoping that I get a way more consistent with this streaming. Not streaming, excuse me, with uploading to this channel. Because like I said, the people that watch this video, I appreciate it. But I'm kind of using this as a personal journal. The people that'll find it, because I'm pretty much playing the long game. I'll probably never get to 1 million subscribers, or even 10,000 subscribers on this channel. But I think the small number of people that I do get, hopefully we create a little tribe of people that's trying to win. Other than that, man, I'll see you on the next video.